I seen. What's the deal? This is a little. Today, I don't know how y'all gonna. I don't know if y'all gonna appreciate that, but we had the class. We set it off. The brother that was here last week. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? Got magnetic, universal, true self. Yeah, I had this for a minute. This is it's working. I have to say the therapy in general, I do feel much better than I did before I went. Gold mine, what's the deal? But yeah, the brother who was that last Monday he was here, the new brother. So yeah, he was here. We had a little session already where we got into some things. He has good questions. That's the only thing I like about him. You see what I mean? Is he's been paying attention where, if you're not paying attention, then yeah, you're not gonna have questions. He asked a question today about, how long should it take to know 120? Which was an excellent question, because, in my experience, I've seen everything from 2 days, right? So my knowledge of 120 lessons in 2 days, all the way up to there's people I knew the whole time, never knew 120. They ain't never know it in the entire time I had the knowledge. So, it's a wide range. But, 3 to 6 months is, that's about right. You know what I mean? Over 9 months, now you're pushing it. You're pushing it just in terms of, how sincere are you with it? You know what I mean? If you're doing this each and every day in each and every way, right, you're going to show and prove and teach the righteous way, right? If you're doing this daily, right, then 120 lessons, 120 days. But one of the things that got me caught up while we came on late, like I said, the brother came in and we was dealing. Keith Murray? Nah, I didn't see Keith Murray. But I do know of Keith Murray having knowledge. But I didn't see I didn't see this particular interview. So like you said, it took you a year and 3 months, right? So in that year and 3 months, right, would you say that you was, you was on your job that whole time? Energetic, what's the science? Would you say you was on your job that whole time, or would you say that there was times when you wasn't as locked in as you could have been? Because that's really what it is, and it just depends on, what you got the knowledge for, man. Kasim said 93 days. It depends on what you got the knowledge for. Because, see, a lot of times the experience that people have in the knowledge is based upon what they was looking for when they got the knowledge. Like, see, some people got the knowledge to be cool. Some people got the knowledge to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Some people got the knowledge because they wanted to be able to move in a certain atmosphere where they couldn't move like that on their own. Right? And so when you got the knowledge, yeah, you ended up going to jail and, you know, all these various things, but that is what you was looking for when you came into the knowledge. Those was the brothers that you gravitated to that was about what you was about. Right. See, that's what you're saying. I had freedom on my ass, but at these lessons, he pushed hard, but I had a lot going on, like work and school. That's what I'm saying. These other things, right, is, you know, whether for good or for bad, is distracting you. Now, see, look, I seen this happen too. When the guy said I was in Medina for the summer and I wanted it on cap before I went back to Charlotte. I seen that happen. You know, people that come out here and see, that's what I'm saying. When that's your determined idea, right, that's what you're going to deal with. You're not going to, you know, yo, dudes want to just go sit in the park and count robins. Like, nah, bro, I got things to do. I'm saying I was there. Where, like, look, at the school, everybody want to go hang there. They want to go hang there. They want to do this. They want to do that. Look, I'm going to study my lessons. And I'm going to come back outside. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I mean? Especially because, like I said, I'm in the mix of the action. So, first of all, I'm with brothers that they on point. So that's one thing. I gotta catch up to the program, because they running a program where, look, if you don't know 120, you can't come with us certain places. It's certain things where it's like, yeah, nah, you gotta know 120 for this, right? You know, because everybody wasn't ready for what they was dealing with. Right? Everybody gotta be on point. We gotta know who you are. You gotta know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my brother E. You know what I'm saying? Where me and him is a battle. It's a battle for supremacy going on here. You know, every day when I come outside, right, my goal is to know more lessons than him, and his goal is to know more lessons than me. Like, we neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? We on the same degree. So, yeah, the sound just went out because someone called me. Type type one in the box when y'all can hear me again. Yeah, nah, that's somebody calling me. And I was just saying, you know, people call, look, it's not like I haven't been doing this for years. That's the thing about being a 5%. See, like, if you work down at the bank, motherfuckers don't call you there. See, motherfuckers don't call you, you know, when you work for Ford or GM or something, you go to work, you know, he's working. You gotta wait till this time when you get off. For whatever reason, it don't work like that when you're 5%. Can't call it. But so yeah, me and the brother, we had a nice little session. Like I said, he had some good questions. He asked about what he should read while he's doing his fast. You know, uh, how we draw up the Bible. Now that we got the knowledge, how long it should take to know 120. So we rocked out, and see, that's what really I've been seeing the headline since yesterday, but right before the class, I had decided to look up the situation with Puffy. Uh, it's entertainment, man, entertainment. But I will say this, man. You know, that's one of the things that sparked this title today. See, predicting your history, because see, we predict a lot of shit, right? A person can tell you who's gonna win the presidential election, what artist is gonna go gold or platinum, who's going to jail, who's getting shot, but you can't predict your own history. Everything that happens to you, you shocked and amazed. And it's because you didn't let knowledge go to born. Within the idea, when we say knowledge goes from knowledge to born, right? That means, see, when you predicting your history, it means that you're thinking about how you want to come out. Like how you want to turn out, right? When the weight of everything that you did and didn't do gets put on the scale. Right? Was you thinking about that? See, because when you predicting your history, this is the stuff that you got power over. See, people predict all this history that they ain't got nothing to do with. You ain't got nothing to do with whether that happen or don't happen, but you're absolutely sure what's going to happen. I got a situation like that now. But people keep telling me, yeah, this person A, I don't think they're going to. You don't even know person A. Person A, yeah, but I don't think they're going to do that. I'm supposed to take heed to that? Because you don't even know person A to tell me how they going to act and react in any situation. But you're absolutely assured of that, right? But you can't predict your own history to know what's happening. But we'll get back into that. But I do have some other thing today. Look, this is an observation class. I've made some observations since last week, man. What is this right here? Oh yeah, the Universal. Yeah, that's what you're saying about him. Yeah, he is. He he know what he's doing. He's not taking this on face value. But look though, I got another installment. See, all of y'all don't bill. But for those of us that bill, listen, man, we have serious work to do. This is another observation I made. Look, I was just minding my business. I come out the gate to the schoolyard, right? To the school right here. Right? If you're looking at the school, the gate that's on the left hand side, I come out. When I come out and I walk past, it's these 4 young brothers, and they standing by the other gate, right? You look at the school, I come out of this gate, they stand over by this gate. So as I'm walking past, right, the way they stand there, I can't really see no formation at first, but then 2 of them say to the other one, they say, how you see today's mathematics? And he didn't answer, but it was like a split second. Like they asked him, how you see today's mathematics? About a second and a half passed, and they went in his pockets.
I didn't know that was going on.
Yo, God.
Son told me go out there.
Yo, God, listen.
With the young.
God, they asked him, how you see today's mathematics? About a second and a half passed, right? And they just grabbed him in his pockets, right? So at first, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But then, when I look, I'm like, all right, these motherfuckers know each other. It's not as serious. So I'm like, all right. I go to, because I'm just going right down the block right there. So I go down the block. By the time I come back, they standing in front of the school, right? They standing like in front of the window, right, where the flag is at, right? And they still asking the kid, right? Like, yo, how you see today's mathematics? But they got him like jacked up. God almighty, we got work to do out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I had to come in, man. Listen, man, I had to come in and touch the keys, man. You see, it just goes to show you, man. It just goes to show you how much work we got to do, man. And look, the one brother, because look, that's how I stopped him, right? They said, so when I came back, I asked him, I said, yeah, y'all 2, right? The 2 that was kept asking him if he knew today's mathematics, I said, y'all know today's mathematics? So, kid said, yeah, right? So I said, how you see today's mathematics? He said, wisdom. I said, nah, that's not today's mathematics, right? He looks at his phone. He's like, yeah, that's it. I said, look, bro, I was doing this for 40 years. That's not today's mathematics. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so then now, once I said that, that's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So then now I start, building with them. They my mans now. They go right here, and Harry tell me they supposed to come back and see me. For whatever reason today, I seen a lot of my young cats. You know what I mean? Shaquest grandson was over here. Muhammad stopped by to see me. Muhammad in 6th grade now. Muhammad said he about to be ranked. Muhammad said he's looking to get ranked in basketball soon. I knew he was good, but he said he playing all over the country already. He only in 6th grade. He said he went to Virginia, and now he's going to Pennsylvania, and he said the end of the season they going out to Utah. It's like, shit, Muhammad, you doing the damn thing. But that's all that happened in the course of the day, man. But yo, G, when I saw that shit, I was talking about, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody on this live stream, you need to think right now, man. Did you, have you done anything in your past to maybe help lead to the misunderstanding that those children had. When when I saw it and they explained, I realized that I never did this with what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you see what I mean? For the people who didn't understand, I had to explain that to them. Is that the point is not to be challenging each other. See what I'm saying? You asking him today's mathematics because we deal with equality. See, if you know mathematics, your man's supposed to know mathematics. You see what I'm saying? If you got some fly shit and your man ain't got it, then what kind of nigga is you? But see, if you just, you seen us in 88, 89, 87, these years, you don't realize because, we ask a question and, you don't know the answer and then we going in.
As the complexity of...
But see, even with that, a lot of people, they don't understand that too. Is that for the most part, right? When you saw when it went really left, those people was playing with this. See, if you from the outside in, right? You like, yo, they asked him one question and he ain't know it, and then be like, yeah, but what you not realizing is that this is our 150th time asking him this question. See, what you leaving out is that we told him for the last 2 weeks, yo, bro, look, just bring the lessons back. Just bring the lessons back, man. Just bring the lessons back. The brother, whoever gave them to you, give them back to him, right? No hard feelings. No harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? Nah, God, you know what I'm saying? I ain't falling victim, boo, boo. Okay. So you're going to study then. Okay, so the next time we see you, you're going to know it, right? Word is bond. See, that's the reality, G. Is that conversation was had 10 to 15 times. And you dealing with children who don't have, when you tell the children these are the rules to the game, that's the rules to the game, bro. But you just see how this misunderstanding, even how we being portrayed in all the popular media and everything is from people misunderstanding, what is the reality of the history. But that was definitely, in my whole 5% history, that was one of the funniest things I ever seen, man. Just the way that happened. listen, even, listen, listen, the most, I don't know what the word would be, man, but I'm talking about, I just, I've heard about stuff like that back in the 60s. You know what I mean? But I ain't never seen nobody being asked today's mathematics while being jacked up. They got you by your collar, asking you today's mathematics. Even I never seen that one. I never seen that one, man. But God, listen, that's how much work we got to do, man. That's how much work we have to do. You know, in predicting our history. You see, like I said, one thing about this, man, is you gotta be thinking, see, because knowledge, the knowledge that whatever's born, right, is supposed to at least resemble the idea that it came from.
As the complex.
So you got an idea of something that you want to do, right? And then you got to go through all the rest of these stages all the way till you get to born. How you go through the rest of them stages, right? It depends on if you have a determined idea or not. See, a determined idea that you're going to go in there and live out. See, otherwise, you're not predicting history. Your history is being predicted. It's being predicted by the people who have strong enough ideas that they manifest them and you follow them because you ain't predict your own history. It's being predicted by all the people that's around you that see that you're fucking up, right? And they telling you, yo, listen, if you don't stop that, this is gonna happen. That's gonna happen. And see, the person who's being told that, they're always shocked and amazed when what happens is what people already predicted. See, like I said, when you first get this knowledge and you building, you mostly building on research. Things that you see other people dealing with, things that you hear other people saying, things that you're reading, right? But the longer you have the knowledge, when you build, you start to build from experience. You see, what happens is a person, you can have a whole lot of research, but you don't have the experience to know where that research is headed. See, anytime you deal with a pattern, right, that's mathematics. So see, experience is something that gives you the ability to recognize the pattern. Not just with the sequence of numbers, but with the sequence of events. Where you know that these actions and these reactions and these events lead to these outcomes. And see, that's why predicting your history, right? It takes dealing with reality, right? And not wishful thinking. See, just, even within yourself, right? Look, you might want to be a star on the Los Angeles Lakers. But can you play ball? Are you 5'3" tall? See, that's what, we can't, yeah, we building, right, to see things materialize that may not, be evident to the naked eye right now. That's one thing. But see, even with that, you gotta have some reality. You gotta have bricks, not air bricks. Not e-bricks, not virtual bricks. You gotta have some bricks if you're gonna build a house. Yeah, I just got caught up in the comments right here for a second. But at the end of the day, these are the things that these are things that people get caught up in. These are things that people trip over. Because you know the mathematics, right? You know the lessons, but you don't know what it means. You don't know how to use it. See, like I said, look, I can put you in the driver's seat to the car and give you the keys. You can know that's a car. But do you know how to drive? See, that's the signs on every level, man. That's what people see. And that, look, I mean, I don't know why I didn't bring that up the other day. But here's the question. How many things do it tell you about the original man in the knowledge degree in the 1 to 10?
I mean, what you say?
How many qualities does it give you of the original man in the knowledge degree in the 1 to 10? CERN love from the neighborhood missed us by that much. Says 7. Anyone else? True Self says 6. District Word 20 says 7. Anyone else? Bueller. Gold Mine says 7. Divine Understanding says 7. Free Cipher Allah says 6. Anyone else? The Chat Room King. What's good? The Chat Room King said 5. Complete. So, you know what I mean? To ask you, Complete, did you do any research? Did you do any research on the plain eggs and white rice? Because that's one of those ones I'm never going to forget that I heard that. Oh, man. So I got sincere said 8. Okay, so you know, for the people that was afraid to give an answer, right? Nah, I mean, now look, that's the scientific name. That's the scientific name. You know, I guess maybe if you got that at a restaurant, that's what they would say. But this right here, this is a this term that I heard for that dish. Lazy lunch? Nah. I gotta hit you in the whistling. Because see where the conversation is gonna go if I tell you what it means right here, or what they told me the name of it was right here, is we're in a different capacity right now. So yeah, for the people that were scared to give an answer, right? The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, God of the universe. Now, here's a question, right? For all the people who, I pick up trash at the park. You know, I don't know my lessons, but I pick up trash in the park. You know, I help the community. You know, for all of those that, come quote all these lessons. You know what I'm saying? But then, remember that movie? I think it was Superfly, where the dude walks into the precinct, right? And he says, and the dude at the front desk, the officer at the front desk said, "Can I help you with shit?" He asked him what's his name. He said, "Jesus Christ." And they asked him, "What's your address?" And he said, "Bethlehem." So then they said, "How can I help you?" And he said, "You got 25 cents for a cup of coffee?" For all those, right? Both extremes. Here's the thing. Out of those 7 qualities, right? Which one do you think is expendable? Which one do you think you could do without, right? And still be God of the universe? And so there you go. I don't care if you got jewelry and rims and you don't know your lessons. I don't care if you know your lessons, man. But I gotta support you. See, you gotta realize that some people, you have to full stop, bro. Like we say, who's the original man, right? The original man is the Asiatic black man. Stop. That's it. That's it. You haven't made nothing or owned nothing. You haven't furthered anything. So how you got out of the whole universe? See, some people look, Asiatic black man, maker, stop. What have you made? Did you make the devil? See, just because people make shit and lose it all the time. Why? Because they don't know how to be an owner. You ever been somewhere where it's like that one house? Like everything else is nice and manicured, but it's that one house. They don't know how to be an owner. See, some people get, right? Listen, Asiatic black man, maker, owner, stop. Where you was on the planet Earth, where you was the best, right? At what you was doing, and you produced the best. And then, what was you the best at? Okay, let's run it back again. Right? You the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth. Stop! Are you sure that what you furthered is actually civilization? See, remember, Yaqub is the father of the devil. Not saying that's who you are, but I'm saying don't get it twisted just to think that because you could use that term father, that you're the father of civilization. Don't think because you got our name and use our language that you've done anything to further civilization. So we can run it back again. Right? Asiatic black man, the maker, owner, cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization. Stop! People only know you as that on your block. You and 3 other brothers that don't nobody know. Ain't nobody never seen none of y'all work. Y'all all bear witness that each other. All of y'all is y'all cross reference. See, only in your block, right, and under this specific set of circumstances, right, are you God. See, you standing outside and you running your mouth, hey look, and then Gold Mine, and a Robbie show up. And now you embarrassed on your own block because all these people thought that you was the King Kong of the 5%.
Who's that, Doc?
No doubt.
Doc?
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, doing the class, man.
Oh, okay. Do your thing.
So see, that's what I'm saying. Part of predicting your history right there. Like I said, you come into the knowledge, we are the Asiatic black men. They tell us that we God of the universe. But you haven't even built your universe to be God over here. The original Mr. 120. Complete. That's a good thing that you brought up there too, man. Is a lot of people don't realize that too. Is that a person gets the knowledge, and then it's like you have this knowledge, and then you think I'm supposed to be subject to it. And you got to get a woman and babies to be subject to that stuff. What you saying? I'm not subject to that. You have a misconception. You're still carrying the Christian concept, right, of who God is. But I already told y'all actually this is the second, me and the brother already had civilization session. And then like I said, I was doing all day long. The young brothers been coming up here, and I've been having to I don't know how many new people came in, but I was telling the people who was already here about a story that happened over here today, right? When I come out of the school, right, and I'm walking towards 127th Street. And as I'm walking towards 127th Street, right, these 4 young brothers is standing in front of the gate where the fountain is. And right as I'm passing, right, two of the brothers asked one of them, right, they said, how you see today's mathematics? Yo, God, like a second and a half pass, about a second and a half pass, right? And he didn't answer, and he just rushed up on him and went in his pockets. So, at first, you know, I think I gotta break this up, right? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I could tell, like, you know, they know each other or whatever. So I'm like, all right, let me finish my mission so I go do what I'm doing, right? And when I come back, they're standing right in front of the school, right? And they stand in front of the school. So now they got the kid jacked up like this, and they asking him, how you see they mathematics? How you see that? You know. So see, times like that, right? See, that's why I you know, a lot of times you see me, I'll be over there in the cut, because see, when something like that happens, right? Now you ain't got no choice, bro. Look, you just went and fixed your plate, bro. You just went and fixed your plate. Sit your ass down now. Eat your vegetables, man. You know, you have to address this. You have to address this. You know, mind you, these is like junior high schoolers. You know, these ain't y'all regular 35-year-olds talking about y'all newborn. This wasn't that. You know, but look, that was one of my that was one of the funniest episodes that I seen as a 5%. And it reminded me of the story that I've been hearing for years too, of how I was a brother. He was getting on another brother in front of the school because the brother ain't know his lessons. So the Lord said, you know the lesson? And the brother didn't know it. So then the Lord told the other brother, he said, see, son, you could have told him anything. He don't know it. And why you jumping on him for, and you don't know it? So that's what happened in that particular instance, right? I asked them, I said, you know, y'all two know it? So the one brother said, yeah, I know it. Right? So I asked him, all right, what's today's mathematics? He said, wisdom. I said, yeah, no, that's not it. You know, the other brother, right, the two that had him jacked up, the one brother said he knew it, but he said it was wisdom, right? So, you know, we straighten that out. Check out what the other brother said. The other brother said, yo, my pops said they asked him today's mathematics and he didn't know it and they jumped him. That's what he said, G. In so many words. You know, I didn't, you know, decipher that from something else. That's what he said. So that's what I mean when I say, look, that's how much work we got to do out here. You know, and you know, when they're saying that and they're doing that, right? You know, like I said, I never did that. You know, the way how they did that. That was overboard. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've had times where people misunderstand, like, look, you know, it's been a while now. Nobody talks about it, so probably a lot of the newer people that's coming onto the channel, right, just know me from the channel. But a lot of the people that's never been to New York, they first experience of seeing me, right? They see me on the internet, you might thought something else. See, at the time, everybody had just you had just one layer of my existence, right? And that's who I was, and that's what I was, right? Everybody thought I was a destroyer, right? I'm a taker. See, but now, years later, people see that, no. There's a lot of more layers to that. Like if you just saw that one thing, then you like, oh man, you know what I mean? Yo, the guys is like that, man. Like, they just asked them this and then, but see, much is given, much is required. I gave out way more knowledge than questions that I asked. But at the same time, yes, I can see how, somebody maybe just, seeing me on the face value and not really understanding what everything was about, somebody might come to that kind of misunderstanding, you know what I mean? Like, how those young brothers had, you know what I mean? And like I said, the way we get portrayed in the media and all these various things, that was an episode, G. That was, it was an eye opener for me. That this is how the children see us. So my son is knowledge equality. He got his math, alphabet, and student enrollment on cap. That was one of the things I was building with them on too. You know what I'm saying? That, when you a boy, everybody takes care of you. You know what I'm saying? But when you a man, you gotta take care of everything. You know what I mean? And, children are supposed to have fun. They're supposed to deal with love, peace, and happiness and play and all of that, right? But, boyhood is still training for manhood. You know what I'm saying? And, as time goes on, people are going to do less and less for you. You got to start taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your moms ain't going to keep tying your shoes and all that. And it's the same thing with this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's what, a lot of people run into and get discouraged, but it's that, my great-grandmother used to have like she had a rule that she's not changing your diapers once you start walking. Because her theory was that once you start walking, then your shit starts smelling extremely bad. And see, that's what happens when you come into the knowledge, in your 20s and 30s. Is that, we're not going to hold your hand across the street. Like was done for us, but we was children. You know what I'm saying? So, just saying like with the brother you was saying your son is knowledge equality, you know, he's right there at that point. You know what I'm saying? Where when you're 10, and, 6 and 12 in these ages, it's cute when you know your lessons. But it comes a point, man, where you got to know it, because you're going to need that knowledge to develop your wisdom and understanding, and you're going to need that wisdom and understanding to live your life and survive. So, certain love, yeah, your son is right there, on the cusp. You know what I'm saying? Where, every decision, the gravity is greater now. You know what I'm saying? He's reaching a point where, up until now, whatever he's dealing with, he could call you and you could come and sign. You could come and say, it's all right, I got him, I'm going to handle it. It ain't like that no more. He got to pay his own penalties, so he needs his own knowledge, right? To keep him out of the penalties and in the rewards. You know what I mean? And it's an important thing because, I don't have hard numbers. But based upon some of us, right, that was, at least fairly prolific, right, in multiplying, right? There's more people that was birthed in the nation than there was of us that came in. Like, it's not uncommon in the nation to see brothers with babies in the 20s. 28, 29, 21, 13, all these people that I know, I see it every day. Five, 6, 8. So, each individual, because, we like to throw our kids up, right, when they accomplish something. Even if that thing they accomplished is in the world of 6, we love to throw that up. But you got people like that that's what they look at is, that's how they did their duty, right? Is that you had these babies. But none of them chose you. When I say choose you, I mean, this whole way of life, this knowledge wasn't my understanding. You know, I don't know if it's the same in other cities. But in New York, right, when the young boys get busted, right? When the young boys get busted, right? And all they RICO cases and all, hey, listen, there's always some names in there where you like, damn, son. There's always some names in there. In New York, like I said, other places it might be different. But in New York, there's always some names in there. But yeah, like I said, man, we're gonna go ahead and start winding this one down. We got any questions there? You know, because like I said, you know, this was just some observations that I made. You know, and just some things that I seen. Like I said, you know, we covered, you know, predicting your own history. See, you got people predict other people's history and you ain't got nothing to do with it. So you look at what everybody else is living out, and then you analyze it. But see, when you predict your history, then you gotta live it out. The 3 wills of Allah. I don't recall it off top. What is it about?
Peace.
But see that, what I was just saying though too, see that's why people is really only birthed in a nation. See, born means to be complete. See, you can't be God because of sex. See what I'm saying? If people had sex, right, and that determined who you was, then what the fuck are we doing saying we 5%? If your parents is Christian, then nigga, you Christian. Or do you have to live out the tenets of Christianity, the principles of Christianity? If your parents is Muslim, you Muslim. Or do you have to live out the tenets of Islam? If your parents is crackheads, you a crackhead. Or do you have to partake in crack to do that. So by the same token, I'm saying, just because two people that say they was this had sex, right, and you was the result, that don't make you this. If that was the case, why Allah's children ain't the firstborn? Because this travels through the mind. It don't travel through the bloodstream. Right now, if you do a transplant, right? Let's say somebody in your family, your sister or your brother, right? And you do a transplant and you give them your kidney, you think they're going to have the knowledge? See, all that shit is bogus. All that, God by nature. If you just naturally God, the fuck we studying lessons for? What we doing all this stuff for? Like, why we didn't just all came out and was naturally God? Where did any of this other stuff come from if we all just naturally God? Oh yeah, to become civilized, remain civilized, and teach civilization. Yeah, I know about that, but I never had it. He never put it under that title. He said, "I know this dude. His father's down with the nation. His name is unique and all. Pork eating, no math lessons, but he be freestyling." Yeah. That's it. That's exactly.
We used to call them lip professors.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly what I'm saying.
5 pretenders.
But somewhere down the line, right? You said his father was down with the nation. Look, somewhere down the line, his father was walking around saying, "That's my understanding. I'm the father of civilization because of him." And look at the reality. That's why you can't bullshit yourself. So that's why I said there's a difference between dealing with the reality, right, and predicting your history and just having wishful thinking, right, based upon what might be, what could be. You know what I'm saying? There's that, and then look, there's as a nation, right? You have to have a way to capture energy. Right? Meaning like is imagine you got your cell phone, right? And your battery is dead, but you ain't got your plug. Right? You ain't got the charger plug, I'm saying. So you can't collect none of that energy that's in all these outlets that's all around you. So see, we've produced children that have gone into all various professions and gained various expertise. But we don't have a program or a department to say, okay, you have a degree in medicine. Okay, we got this doctor's office right here where you can come work. And so if they're going to take advantage of that expertise, right, they got to go into the world of 6. And then a lot of times they don't come back. So, there's an aspect of this that is, in my opinion, nation business. that as a nation, uh, we gotta have we gotta be involved with that level of industry. Where we can use our resources and talent, right, that we producing to build our nation. You know what I'm saying? Like as an example, right? I was watching something one day and they was talking about China and how China was sending they best and brightest students to America to be educated. And they was like up until a certain point, right? That whenever those people came here to be educated, that they would stay here because this is where the jobs was that they could take advantage of their education. But as they started to increase opportunity in China, that a lot of the best and brightest that they were sending here was going back to China. And so now, instead of their inventions being in San Francisco, right, or Silicon Valley, it's in Shenzhen, right, or whatever. I don't know all the names of the cities over there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, right? We produce these people from here on 127th Street, but they downtown working on 27th Street. They working in Wall Street. They working in 50th Street. They working on Park Avenue. They working on Broadway. They working in financial firms, engineering firms, hospitals. But we don't got nothing for them. So that's a level of nation building. But I digress. I see that as we need those with those type of skills to be able to connect to those who have the ability or resources to make that business real. No, we have the people, God. Like I'm saying, off the top of my head, right? Within a small circle, right, of just people that I be with all the time, right? God, I could probably put 10 professions. Master's degrees, doctorate degrees. Years of experience in fields. We just don't have no way for them to plug that talent in a way where it's beneficial to them and us. See, that's the thing. That's equality too, right? It shouldn't just be beneficial to the nation, and then you sitting there with $50,000 of debt that you accumulated in order to get this expertise, right? But then you ain't getting nothing in return for what you adding on. See, it's supposed to be beneficial to everybody, guys. Shaka Nulu. Shaka Nulu, I was thinking about you the other day because I think they got me. I think they got me, Shaka Nulu. I was at a party. Now, if y'all got any serious questions, go ahead and ask me because we're about to go off on a little tangent right now. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all need me to come back, just holler. But yeah, I was at a function. What night was that?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. I was at a function. And like the people at this function, right? They was all around my age, right? Plus or minus, say about 5 years. You know, some probably a little bit, teensy bit younger, some a teensy bit older. And being in that room was the first time that I realized how old I am. Like I ain't never, like, listen, you know how, they say, Yakub made the devil so that you could see the devilishment you was doing from the outside, right? And then to give you a better perspective so you can understand. Yeah, I was shocked, man. I was like, man, I don't know how much longer, man. I think I gotta turn my card in, man. I don't think I'm gonna renew. I don't think I'm gonna renew my card on this next. listen, listen. When I seen that, I was like, maybe I should turn my card in before my stock drops to the level where this is kind of my world, right? Listen, you better sound to us like, see, man, I gotta tell Shaka Noodle, man, this is it for me, man. That was quite an experience, man. Said, I recall when guys would say at 40 they stopped having to teach. I'm 54, still love to teach and shit. I mean, they were saying they ain't gotta know their lessons. But that was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? See, yeah, when you 40, right, you offer lessons. Meaning there's no 41st degree. See, everything right there, you had a little bit prediction, right there, right? Based upon, but these lessons that was written, right, for your life have become expired. And now you got to write the rest of the lessons. Now, exactly how they equated that. Oh, actually, I do know a little bit. Is the other thing about that, right? Is that, and this is something this is disputed. I heard some people say he did know, but justice was older than the law, and so Allah didn't force him to know the lessons. And so that's another place where they got that from, right? Remember, it's 4 Cypher Akbar. So if you turn 40, then you don't got to know your lessons. But that was all bullshit. Because, and all of this right here, this is what they told me, right? Allah knew his lessons, and he was 41. So, right. That's yeah. They said that he knew it when he heard it, but there was other people that say he knew it. but just saying in terms of where they some brothers got that from. But yeah, it was never that was never the reality. You know what I'm saying? So now all I got is that Allah quoted his lessons poetically into the end, to the last day. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, I've heard this across the board from Muslims that was in the mosque with him. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the particular reasons why nobody could deal with Allah is because he had almost everything on cap. Not just 120. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some people say, like I said, Allah didn't force him to know it, right? But that didn't mean he didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I've heard people say he know it. I've heard people say he know it if he hear it. He says the 40th degree, the 100th degree and 120 lessons. Yeah, but that can't be what they talking about because they wasn't doing it by 120 lessons at that time.
And you think about it, 136 came out to 110. Then that would be the 41st degree would be then what happened. Remember you saying,
yeah.
You don't study your lessons. But
yeah, that's true too. There's people, there's some people that got the 1 in 36 after the 1 in 40.
I mean, before 140.
Yeah, but some people got it after.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I powered right past free cipher. I still know mine. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm
all.
57.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, hey, what you think? You not gonna need them now? So I'm like,
What you don't use.
yeah, bro.
I ain't trying to lose you.
Yeah, I can't picture. Okay, let's say that situation that arose today, right? Where I got to go build with these young brothers about what this lessons is about. Like they're standing in front of a law school, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing this totally wrong. How do I address that if I don't even know? You know what I'm saying? Because, mind you, I got to tell them that, look, the mathematics is the right thing, but how you doing it is wrong. Why are they supposed to listen to me? But at any rate, though, man, fortunately, today, I already got my stuff from the supermarket. Otherwise, I would be turning into a pumpkin in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So that's taken care of. But, still, it's time to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it on tomorrow because the brother said that he's coming back through. I guess he about to start his 3-day fast and do what he do. Other than that, we got the young, we starting to press the button on them where they gotta stay on point. I can't remember his brother's name, but he came here last week. In fact, you remember the brother that asked me about what 120 is? Yeah, he came back. So is that his name? It could be Josh. See, I'm like in the army. You know how in the army, where they say, look, when you in a war, right? You don't make friends with motherfuckers like that because they might be going tomorrow. You don't want to get all friendly with somebody, and then they get their brains blown out, and then you all fucked up. So see, I'm kind of like that. Like until I really, really see you building, I don't know what your name is. Yeah, that guy. He came back. Somebody was showing me some pictures the other day, man. They showed me pictures of somebody. They say, yo, you know who this is? They look like somebody who ain't make it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of people don't make it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to them.
It's not just for everybody. Everybody ain't for this.
Everybody ain't for the knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's, over time, man, we gotta start to recognize that, being qualified, preserving the best part for yourself, all of these things mean that it's gotta be standards, man. Justice, it's gotta be standards. You see, I'm gonna tell you one thing I like about Josh too, right? He showed up with a notebook already. He be talking, he writes shit down. Like, see, if this was back in the days, the fuck is you doing writing shit down? The fuck is you police? But in this day and time, I have much more understanding. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, to tell the truth, he seemed like he just didn't even know his lessons because he actually, he was building on today's mathematics today. You know what I'm saying? And, really, everything he said was right and exact. I really just simplified it for him. You know what I mean? Because it was like, yeah, you said all that, but see, it's knowledge God. You came here today to get knowledge of yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's knowledge God. Like, all that other stuff you said, that's right. But see, this right here, this keep it simple right now. Once he get those steps right there, man, I think he's good. A lot of people, that's what I be telling people, you got to do all this hard work. The person ain't us, man. Yeah. We was told to keep pen and paper, but not to be writing shit down in the middle of the cipher, though. Yeah. But, everybody do the each one teach one. Hit the like button. We'll be back in tomorrow. We pick a topic. I mean, we've been down here. We've been down for a minute. Tomorrow we might take it up. And see if we hit the 140 tomorrow. See if we hit the 140 tomorrow, man. You know, and get into the three wills. I think that's a good direction to go right there. You know, becoming civilized, remaining civilized, and teaching civilization. Just making sure that we doing that. You know what I'm saying? And look, what's your civilization? Like, civilization is, this is something that we all adding on to in our own time and place. You know what I mean? So even to the degree, you could go around and tell everybody what Allah's teachings is, but what's your teachings and how you lived it out? See? That's remaining civilized, right? And teaching civilization through what you actually doing. You see what I'm saying? See, Allah, he, we talking about, biological to biological, right? He ain't never say nothing mouth to ear to a lot of us. But see, the things what he did, right? We ain't got that, fuck the tape. The things what he did, right? He taught civilization. He showed us, right? And proved to us what to do and how to do it right. Not that there's no information on the tape, but actions speak louder than words. You see what I'm saying? He could have said whatever he wanted to say on the tape. He lived it out. And that's the key. And that's the difference between us and them. They just run their mouth, but they can't live it out. But we're going to sign off and say peace. See y'all tomorrow.